Hey, hi, hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm very glad that you are here. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me. I'm not getting ready to go anywhere. I just felt like doing something. But I'm gonna be using all makeup that I have never used or have used very few times. I want to get some use out of some of this stuff that I literally have not used at all yet. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Obviously that most of these will be like my initial thoughts about it. So if that sounds interesting to you, then stick around. If you enjoy the video at any point, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you get notified of all my uploads. And let's play with some makeup. So the first thing I'm going in with is this Catrice Grip and Last Putty Primer. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like scoop it out of here and just like swipe it on my face. I'm not even really sure. And that might be too much. I literally have no idea what I'm doing here. So I'm sort of just flying by the seat of my pants. I'm not really certain. We're just gonna swipe it on. See how it goes. Yeah, that was definitely way too much, you guys. Way too much. Put some on my nose. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got way too much. Okay. It's definitely got like a silicone-y feel to it from what I can tell. And again, it does have a scent, but it's not like super overpowering. And I don't know if it's like an added fragrance or just part of the ingredients, but seems fine on my skin. Let me get one here. Okay. It's all pretty well blended. Look, it feels nice on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy. I was worried that it would feel heavy, but it doesn't. It feels okay. So next we are going to go in with the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. So this is supposed to be, this is in the shade 02 Neutral Ivory. Never used it. This is supposed to be like a more full coverage, I think. So I'm going to go in with a sponge because I don't love like an insanely full coverage look on me, and I don't want it to be like too crazy. So I guess I'm just gonna kind of pump it onto my face here and see what happens. So far so good. Like I said, I'm not all about like a crazy high coverage. I can already tell it's going to settle into my lines a little bit on my forehead and I'm in between my eyes. And I don't feel like it's a great shade match for me, which stinks, but we'll make it work. You guys, I am like not at all crazy about this. Like I said, I don't know if it's the primer or if it's the actual foundation, but this is so matte. Do you guys see on camera? This looks crazy. This is for sure not my preference of finish, but we'll see how it looks at the end. It's making lines right here where I don't normally have like very deep lines. Super, like, do not love this, you guys. Again, I don't know how much of this is the foundation and how much of this is the primer. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more, like a couple more times to kind of get my true thoughts on it, but I can tell you right now, I for sure do not like the combination of those two. Not loving my base so far, which is, we're not off to a great start. But let's see, I think I've got it blended out enough. You guys, it's seriously, it's just sitting in every tiny pore. It's clinging to every hair on my face. You guys, it looks so bad. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see like on my cheek here, but like, it's just, I'm not happy with this at all. So I'm going to have to keep playing with this and with the primer. I'm honestly glad I don't really have anywhere to be today because it looks that bad. Okay, we're not off to a great start. Let's see if any of these other things are redeeming. So next we're going in with this Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer. Again, high coverage is not my preference, and maybe that's why I'm not happy with like the way that it looks, because it does look makeup-y, and I prefer something a bit more, not sheer, but like medium coverage. so I can build it up where I need it and not so much everywhere. First of all, this looks so yellow. This is also in the shade, wait, is this also, so 002 Neutral Ivory, same as the foundation. Maybe that's why it's not a great shade match for me, but we'll see. I don't know if it's showing up that way on camera, but in person it's not great. So we're gonna go in here, and I'm not using a under eye corrector, like a color corrector, because I kind of want to see like what this does like on its own. So we'll let that set for a second. I do have a eyelid primer that I really like, but we're gonna see how this works on my eyelids. Okay, it definitely is full coverage. I definitely think it's canceling out the blue under my eyes, which is nice. I guess maybe a little bit of the yellow, the warmth to it is kind of canceling out the blue. It's definitely not brightening. I do prefer kind of a lighter shade on my under eyes just to give that kind of brightening effect, but it's not bad. Let's see. Oh, shoot. No. Okay. Well, I like the concealer. So I've got that going for me today. I really like that concealer. We'll see how it sits and if it settles into any of my lines and stuff. But like, so far, I really like that concealer. So we've got a win, finally. Okay. I actually am going to set it now. So I'm going to be using for powder this Dragon Beauty. This is the Transformation Face Powder. This was a Marshall's find. It's, first of all, can we talk about this packaging? That is beautiful. Beautiful. So on the inside, this is what it looks like. It's got a mirror, and then it's got like a pink shade and a yellow, like a banana powder. So this is what I'll be using for my under eyes, and I'll be using this all over my face, which, not going to lie, I have some hesitations about. I'm gonna go in with the pink. So we're just gonna go in here, get a little bit of product, kind of tap it off. I'm just gonna use the mirror in here. And I like to, like I said, pick up a little bit of the product on a sponge first before I set, and only because if you have creasing and you set your eyes, you're gonna set the creases. So, and I don't wanna do that. So we're gonna set my lid. Okay, I've set my under eyes. I am gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face because I'm using powder cheek products today. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of it. So yellow on here. I'm so nervous about this, you guys. So nervous about that. I know banana powder is supposed to be brightening, but I have hesitations. I have some reservations here, you guys. I'm not loving all of these things, and I don't know how much of it is just because they're not like good together and how much of it is that the products are not great. I've used this palette before, this face palette before, and it was fine. It's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to use that every single time, but it's been okay. I've used it like 2 or 3 times. The whole thing's not exactly right, but we'll see if we can redeem it. So that was the Dragon Beauty. After powdering too, you guys, oh my gosh, it looks so bad. The finish is terrible. Can you guys see, like right here? The finish is terrible. And I worked so quickly and with a damp sponge. I don't know what the problem is. Is it me? Am I the problem? Okay. Next we're going to go into, so I have a kind of a funny story here, guys. One of these products I have was, and I mentioned this in a previous video, but in November, I signed up for Ipsy. And then I forgot that I had done it. And so I forgot to cancel it. So I got a bag in December, and they had already processed my January bag, so I didn't have time to cancel it. So I received a December bag and a January bag, and I've since canceled it, but this is a product that came in one of those bags. I cannot even remember which one, honestly. This is the Sophia and Mabel Too Pretty Highlighter Blush Duo. Actually, let's do bronzer first. So for bronzer, I'm using the ColourPop Avila Beach. I freaking love this shade, you guys. It looks really beautiful on the skin. So I don't know if it can save this look, but we'll try. Okay, that's cute. Looks, I mean, I'm feeling a little better having color on my face, but you guys, even from like a conversational distance, I'm looking at myself in a mirror here. From a conversational distance, it is emphasizing every single line on my face. It's making it look extremely dry and crepey. It's emphasizing, I can see my pores. I am literally 1.5 feet away from my mirror and I can see my pores. This is not a good makeup day. So I'm going to have to test out each of these face products. So I honestly don't think it's the powder. I think the powder is not helping the situation, but I don't think it's making it worse. I think it's either the primer or the foundation. So I'm going to have to test those on their own to see which one is the culprit or if it's both. Yeah. I've never had an issue like this before with this sunscreen or anything or skincare that I'm using underneath it. I'm not using any new skincare right now, so I'm not entirely sure what the problem is. But yeah, and it's definitely not a good shade match for me. It's way too light, not pink enough. It's too yellow. Yeah, and it's itchy, you guys, right here. It's really itchy around my mouth. And like these lines right here that it's making, I don't usually have that issue. I don't usually have things settle into those lines. I do, like my forehead and in between my eyes is sometimes an issue, but not this bad and not like right off the bat. It's usually after a few hours of wear that I start to notice some settling into my lines. I don't know that I've ever had a foundation sit this poorly on my skin, like right off the bat. So not my favorite makeup day. Okay. Let's do the Sophia and Mabel. So I'm just going to go kind of right in there and let's see what it looks like. I've never used it. Ooh, that's very pigmented. Okay. Holy moly, that's very pigmented. Did not expect that. I barely got any on there. Some of that is the brush too. I really feel like this brush picks up and deposits color very well and it deposits it evenly. So that's cute. I mean, it's cute. I don't mind it. Blush is on. Don't hate it. Looks pretty cute. It's creasing on my eyelids. Time out. I just noticed. I do have hooded eyes, so it's not unusual for concealer to crease on my lids, but it usually doesn't crease that bad after I've set it. So that's not great. It's not my favorite thing ever. Okay, now we're going to go into this really gold highlighter. I just want something that's going to be like, I'm nervous about this color because it's a little deep for my skin tone, I think. Oh yeah, that's gold. Also really emphasizing texture. Oh man, this is not a good makeup day for me, you guys. Definitely not a good makeup day for me. This did not go as planned. Look at when I laugh, it's so bad. You guys, look at how bad that is under my eyes. This is terrible. It looks so bad. Look at all that texture. I never have this. I mean, I don't obviously have perfect skin. I'm 36 years old, but I can say I cannot remember a time when my base looked this bad. So this is actually okay. I don't hate this. And again, I don't think it's the cheek or the, I don't think it's any of the powder's fault that everything doesn't look good. I think it's a result of the base products not sitting well on my skin, and then everything just on top of it, layering on top, is looking not great either. So don't hate this, but again, I think I am going to set that aside. Give me something to, not give me something, I will use it again and kind of just continue to suss out my feelings about it. Okay, you guys, I am trying to stay positive here, but this is not, I'm not feeling great about this makeup. Next, let's go into brows. Let me grab a spoolie. Okay. So for brows, I am going to use the Glossier Brow Flick in Blonde. I do think this shade is good. It's a little warm, which I need. Oh, I like that. It's very subtle. This would be really good for like if I wanted to do a very light makeup day. Oh my gosh, you guys, I freaking hate this foundation. So there's one brow. This is what it looks like without any product in it right now. And this is what it looks like with the Brow Flick. So I actually like that. I think it's a very nice kind of natural look. It fills it in very nicely. Don't hate it. I like this Brow Flick pen. Although I will say, I got this Brow Flick at Marshall's, of course. And I think I paid like $6 for it or something. I don't know what it retails for. I imagine it retails for upwards of $20 if it's from Glossier. And I don't like this Glossier pen any more than I like my NYX Lift and Snatch. So, and the Lift and Snatch is much more reasonably priced in my opinion. So, I could be wrong about the price of this pen, but I'm guessing it's upwards of $20-ish because of the brand and the price point that most of their stuff is at. So I probably would not repurchase this one. I would just continue to repurchase the NYX Lift and Snatch because I know I like that product too. So they look pretty even. Sisters, not twins, right? Brows look good. Something looks good at least. One thing, if one thing today looks good, I'll be happy. I'm not kidding you though. I probably am gonna wash this all off because this ain't it. This face is not it, you guys. So let's go in. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte. This is the Gilded. So this is a very warm. I'm actually gonna stay super neutral today. I'm not gonna go anything crazy. I'm gonna do like these colors right here. So first I'm gonna go in with the shade Adorn, which is very close to my like natural lid color. We'll try that one first. I have used the other palette. Oh, see, creasing again. I already cleaned it up and it's still creasing, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so unhappy. Okay, this palette came with in a set with another one. I think you can buy them separately, but I bought the set. And I have already used that other one. It's a little bit cooler toned and it's got some kind of grungy colors in it. And I love that palette. So I know I like the formula of these. So that's not my issue at all, but let's see what I think I'm going to go in with the shade right next to Adorn, which is Dame. It's pulling very warm on camera, but it's actually not quite as deep as that. And that's the shade I'm going to do like in my, not in my crease. I go above my crease because I have hooded eyes. So I kind of bring it up there. It's kind of blending out to like not very intense, but then I kind of drag it down. And I'm not an eyeshadow expert, you guys. So please, for the love, do not come for me in the comments about what I'm doing wrong here. And I have no idea if these colors are gonna look good together. And if they don't look good together, I don't know how to fix it because I don't know what I'm doing with eyeshadow, but we're just going for it, you guys. We're going for it. Okay. Okay, so that is, I usually just kind of, like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still learning with eyeshadow, but I kind of go up here, drag it down a little bit. And I think for my lid, I'm gonna go with the shade Vintage, which is right below that right here. And I'm just gonna do shimmer all over my lid. So I have a little brush cleaner thingy up here. I'm gonna kind of just clean that off and use the same brush and go in with this shade Vintage, which is very sparkly. And just kind of do that all over. It's I can already tell this is gonna be like super subtle. It's a little bit warm. Oh, that's pretty though. I like that. I'm not afraid to put shimmer in my crease. I honestly don't care. This would probably be much more pigmented and shimmery if I went in with my finger, but as I've said already a couple of times, I am not that invested in the way that this looks right now because while I love this eyeshadow and I know that, the rest of this makeup is making me very sad because it does not look cute. So maybe I'll take, is there a little bit of a darker shade? I'm afraid to go with anything darker because I don't want to like mess it up more than it already is. But let's try a little bit of this shade Frills. So Frills is like a kind of a warm chocolatey, almost looks kind of rusty, but it's not super rusty. Let's try this out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going for it. I'm gonna put that in the outer corner. I know I make weird faces when I do my makeup. That's kind of pretty. I'm going with very light, you guys. I'm not trying to like go smoky or sultry or anything like that. And I'm using a very fluffy brush to kind of diffuse it so it doesn't pack on too much color. But that's nice. Oh, okay, that's better. It made like a, give it a little, sorry, I'm putting my legs like up in the way. Sorry, guys. That looks nice. It gave it a little bit of dimension, which is great. Let me clean that off. So now I'm going to go in with the shade at the very top called Bright Lights right here. And I'm going to use that to do my brow bone and inner corner. So I'm just going to go, ooh, that is a pretty color. That is so bright. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is very bright and shimmery. It almost looks kind of wet. There's a hair. Got it. It almost looks a little bit wet when you put it on, which is kind of interesting. I'm just bringing a little bit of this onto the inner corner, like up onto my lid. Okay, I like that. That's pretty. It's warm. It's a little warmer than I usually go, but I really like this palette. Like I said, I've used the Glamour, like the companion palette to this, and really like it. You guys, I'm not kidding you. My nose is like, it's tingling. My skin is tingling a little, and I don't know what it is. Don't know what it's from, but there's not really any fallout. I'm mostly just doing this to itch my nose because my nose is, or to scratch my nose because my nose is itchy and I don't know why. So let me just get a close up here. Okay, so I do like the eyes. I think the eyes turned out really pretty, but yeah. All right, let's go in with this Joa Auto Eyeliner. I don't even know what to really expect from this because I think it's like a gel pencil formula, but I'm not really sure. I don't think it's a liquid. I hope it's not a liquid. I don't like liquid eyeliner. I probably should have opened this beforehand. Hold please. Okay, that took a ridiculous amount of time, but I finally got it open. Anyway, this is in black. It's the Joa. I am going to do this off camera. I tight line like my upper lip, not tight line, but I guess like, maybe that is tight line. I don't know. I smudge it into my upper lash line on my upper lid only. And then that's all the eyeliner I do. I don't do it on top of my lid because I have hooded eyes and I don't want to take up the real estate on top of my lid. So I'll be right back. I'm going to put this on and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I ended up doing my eyeliner and my mascara off camera because I don't like to do them. They look funny on camera. Anyway, so I really enjoyed the Joa eyeliner. I like the way it went on. For me, the real test is how it wears throughout the day and if it smudges down onto my lower lines, my lower lash line. So I'll kind of feel that out, see how it goes. For mascara, I did use this Milk Makeup Rise mascara. I know that this is a very polarizing product, and I know there's a lot of people who really hate this. I will say it didn't do much for my lashes. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see, but it colored them. It made them visible. It darkened them, but it did not provide length. It did not provide much volume. I really think the only thing it did was color my lashes. And so I'm not immediately impressed with it. This is going to be something, again, that I'm going to continue to keep testing. I also don't know if it's supposed to be as dry of a formula as it is, but it is the one I just opened, and this is the first time I've ever used it, never opened it before. It's very dry. I did notice it flaking, but I'll keep an eye out for that throughout the day, but it's a very, very dry formula. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or if I just got one that's really old. Marshall's Find. No idea how long it had been sitting there. I never opened it. I hope to God nobody opened it at the store. I don't think the package was open. I don't remember it being open. I don't remember there being any kind of red flags that I shouldn't use it. So I don't know if you know anything about this particular mascara. If you know what it's supposed to be like upon opening, let me know. So yeah, I'm not immediately impressed with the mascara, but I will keep using it and just kind of testing it out. So yeah, for the very last thing, we're just going to do lips. This is the Joa. I can't remember exactly what the type of gloss it's called, like what the name of it is, but the color here is Milky Way, and it's a really pretty sort of like mauve-y brown color. Okay, let's try this on. It's definitely creamy. It is a gloss, but it feels thick, almost like a lip cream, like a cream lipstick. I don't know. It's definitely very opaque. Sort of a My Lips But Better shade, but a little bit like richer. I don't love it with the tone of everything else going on with my face, but I wanted to try it because it's new. So probably don't love like everything that's going on here together, but I like the way it feels. Overall, I really like the color, so it's good. Okay, final thoughts. These two things, I know for sure I do not like them together. My base looks like crap. It does not look cute. Again, I'm not sure how well it's picking up on camera. It doesn't look cute. So I need to keep playing with these to figure out which one it is, or if it's both, or what's going on. So gonna keep playing with those, testing them out. This Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer. I will say, I like how high coverage it is on my under eyes. It does conceal the darkness underneath there. I didn't do any spot concealing. I don't really have any acne to conceal right now, but I do like this, and I think that I will keep trying it out and maybe try it once I get the foundation and primer situation figured out. I'll see if this works better with anything else. I'll try it with some other foundations, see how I like it. I'm going to keep testing that one. What else did I use today? This one, the more it sits on my skin, the more I'm not crazy about it. And I really don't like this highlighter shade on me. I feel like it's just way too gold for the tone of my skin and how fair I am. So I do think I'm probably going to give this one to my daughter. Not going to keep that. And that's the thing is, like, I already have other highlighters and blushes that I really like, and this one just doesn't stand out to me, and I don't see any reason to keep it in my collection. So I will give this one to my kid, put it with my declutter stuff. What else did I use that was brand new today? Oh, the Tarte Gilded palette. Really like this. I like the way that again, I am not an eyeshadow expert, so don't come for me in the comments, but I really like the way that it goes on. I like the formula. It blends out really nicely. So very happy with that. I have a couple of Tarte palettes that I really like and I've been happy with. So I really did. I'm not going to talk about stuff that I'm used to. The Color Pop, I know what I like that. This one, again, I'm going to keep playing with this too, because I don't know if the way everything looks is because of the base products or because of this. I don't think it's this, because I've used this one or two other times, did not have any issues with it, and today I'm just having a bad makeup day. So I think this is just not helping. I don't think it's making it worse, but I'll keep playing with that one too. Overall, I really like the formula of that, I think. So we'll see how it goes. I really liked the Joa eyeliner. I'm going to see how it wears throughout the day and see if it smudges down. I think that was it. I think that's everything I talked about. I don't know, you guys, I'm sad because I really wanted this Catrice to work, because this thing gets great reviews. So I really wanted it to work for me. So hopefully I can figure out a way to make it work on my skin. If not, I guess I'll give it to somebody else. Again, as I sit here in the natural light, my chest is pretty red. Let me kind of turn this down. My chest is pretty red. So I feel like it's a decent shade match overall. It is a tad light for me. So I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to see how it goes, but I just have a feeling that Catrice is not gonna be my favorite. The primer and the foundation are not gonna be something I hang on to for a long time. So I'm gonna put that in my like chopping block project and kind of keep playing with it and go from there. But overall, I'd say we had more misses than hits in this one, which is kind of a bummer. But at least I know, so now I can work on those products and see if I can make them work for my skin. And if I can't, then they'll go bye-bye and I won't waste my time using them anymore. So if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed watching me torture myself with products that don't look good on me, make sure you give it a thumbs up and like this, or subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it and you want to see more content along these same kind of lines. Hopefully, not every video is like this where I don't like it, but you never know. That's a risk you take. So, but anyway, I'm going to go. I think I am going to sit here with this makeup on my face for a little while, see how I feel about it, and then I'll probably wash it off in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I want to see how the eyeliner wears. So, and how the mascara wears. So I'll probably leave it on for a while. But anyways, this did not go as expected. But thank you for being here, and thank you for watching all the way to the end. And I'm just glad you're here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.